in today's lesson, we're going to get started on creating a background. Now, the first thing I would like you to do is automatically Sketchbook makes the page landscape. We're actually going to change that. So if you go to File and New, it will say you don't want to save it. It just automatically saves anything that you create. So you go to File, New, and then you want to have not image size, canvas size, and we're going to change it from pixels to centimeters, and we actually want the width to be 20 and the height to be 30. Then you can press OK and it will turn it to a lovely portrait for us. So now what we're going to do is we're going to use our layer tool, and it will appear here. Now, if any of these tools do not appear, you go to Windows and just make sure that you have your toolbar selected, your brush palette, brush library, etc. Because normally some of these might not appear, mainly just the toolbar. So just double check that you've got them selected. So you're going to click plus so you get an extra layer, and then you're going to click on layer 1. We're then going to go to our fill tool here. Make sure you've got a colour selected that you like. I'm going to go for, I'm feeling blue today. And you are then going to click this tool. It's got like the sample tool. That will mean that you are going to now colour your layer that you select. So when you click it, it will now be coloured. Now we're going to create a pattern using two different tools here. One is the symmetry tool, and two is the predictive stroke tool. So with the predictive stroke, it basically just smooths out any marks you make to give it the professional look. Now I would like you to first of all try out this one, and you can adjust the segments so that it will either reflect 8 times, 7 times, 10, etc. and the highest is 16. So I'm just going to have a go to start off with 8. And then you're going to use one of the marks that you discovered last lesson, and you are going to pick those now. So when you did your different mark making, you're going to find which one you liked the most. And where's the textures one that I liked? It's disappeared. I used the drops one. And select the colour that you would like to use. Check that it's the right size, and then you're just going to, you see how that reflects? Now that could be a pattern that you could use. You could then use a different colour to add into that pattern, and you might choose to use a different technique. So I'm going to go with the dots and then place those in certain areas, and you can see how it is reflecting every time. And then the more you do it, obviously it will build up in certain points. So you can create almost like a mandala effect. Once you are happy with your background, you would then, on this layer, import the photograph from last lesson. So that is all you're doing in today's lesson. Maybe give it a go and try a couple of different backgrounds. So I'll show you. I will get rid of this one. So just hide the layer by clicking the eye tool. You can just do something super simple. You can take the prediction and the reflection off, make the background colour again. So select, and then what you can do, I can pick another tool on here. Maybe I'm going to go for these hatches. I'm going to make it really big, or actually no, I'm going to go for these splatters, and then I'm going to have a different colour. And then what you can do is just, that can be a background. Very simple. Okay, so I would like you to try out at least 3 different patterns, and that is your lesson for today, and we will then use that pattern next lesson.